Live from Sin City, it's the Socks and Pinstripes Podcast. And now, here's the star of the show, Giant Dr. Griffin!
This is Diet Dr. Griffin back with another episode of the Socks and Pinstripes Podcast. We're into September, the final month of the regular season, where the final moves that can be made. And what are you thinking about final moves, Shane?
I'm thinking that the Mariners are doing their best to get out of the wild card so that they can just barely miss the playoffs by half a game again.
That's a bold strategy, Shane. Let's see if it pays off for it.
I think they picked up a reliever, but it doesn't seem to be helping since they've lost 5 of the last 8 games or 7 games or something like that. So,
well, they did win today, so that's at least a good sign.
Yeah, that's great.
They're currently 1 game up on the Rangers, and the Rangers are presently getting their butts kicked by the Astros today.
Yeah, that's the nice thing is like the whole entire AL West decided to lose when we decided to lose. So that's been kind of comforting, I guess, a little bit. So,
yeah. So I guess since you brought up the Mariners, we'll talk about the divisions here. The Blue Jays are still top dogs in the AL East and top dogs in the American League, actually, still having the best record.
yeah.
The Yankees are 3 games back, and the Red Sox are 4 games back in the division. And then in the Central, you got the Tigers at 82 and 61. And the Kansas City Royals have kind of snuck back into the wild card picture a little bit.
Yeah, they're only a game back right along with Texas. So,
yeah. In the AL West, you have the Astros at 75 and 65, and the Mariners are 3 games back. And then the Rangers are 4 games back, although that's soon to be 5 games back with the expected win today. Meanwhile, in the National League, you've got the Phillies taking a commanding lead in the NL East, a 7-game lead over the Mets.
Yeah.
I mean, the Mets have been on fire lately, but the Phillies have just been able to hold them off.
Yeah, and the Mets have stuck into the pretty solidly into the last wild card spot too. So,
yeah,
we'll see what happens with the rest of the season. But 4 games up on September, whatever it is today.
7 games up.
Yeah, 7 games up. September 6th seems like a pretty good place to be. So,
yes, and the Brewers are in a similar position in the NL Central because their lead over the Cubs is 6.5 games.
Yeah. But the Cubs are still in the wild card. The dream is still alive.
They're the top wild card as of right now. They're the only wild card team that has over 80 wins.
Yeah.
In either league, actually.
That's pretty. I can't believe that Milwaukee has the best record in baseball. That's just crazy to me.
I think Milwaukee is peaked too soon.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be probably one and done pretty quick in the playoffs. I have no faith in them doing it, especially now that their all-star closer, McGill, he's on the IL now with forearm issues.
Oh, geez. Yeah, that's never good.
Yeah. Yeah, they might even be one of the wildcard teams that gets bounced.
Huh.
Just in that 3-game set. And then the Dodgers, they've been on a bit of a tailspin, as have the Padres, which has allowed the pesky Giants to sneak back over 500 again.
Yeah, I saw
criticizing them for having like the worst record in the league after the Rafi trade, but they're back into it.
Yeah.
And Rafi's just doing Rafi things with a slightly lower batting average.
Oh, there you go. And he's playing first base, right? So
yes, he is. He's going to have first base eligibility next year, but he's not going to have the third base, which would have been really coveted.
Yeah, first and third for sure.
Yeah. Well, at least he's not DH only.
Yeah, that's true. Yep.
Yeah. And speaking of somebody who may end up being a DH only next year, Kyle Schwarber, man, that guy has been.
Do you think Philly's going to pay to keep him there?
I was talking to Taylor about this a few days ago, and I think he's going to get some stupid money offers, but I think he's probably going to end up staying in Philly. He seems like one of those kind of guys that would stay. And Philly
they also love him there too.
They do. So. They do love him there, and I think they're just going to pay him like at least 5 years, 150, something like that. He's going to get more money per year than Bryce got, although Bryce claims he took a discount.
Yeah. I mean, they love him there, and then him and Bryce Harper, and they have a good base of players, and if the pitching can stay healthy, then they're a championship team for those 5 years again, if they can finally get it done. So
they need Zach Wheeler to come back healthy from his blood clots issue, and they need Aaron Nola to just return to being an effective pitcher again.
Yeah. And Alvarado, maybe lay off the gambling or PEDs or whatever you got caught for.
Hey, if he was gambling, he'd never be back. Like the
Emmanuel Class boys. Yeah.
And so you guys
it just depends. You can come back from gambling if you're Japanese, but if you're Dominican, that's it for life. So.
Or if you're Michael Jordan.
Or if you're Michael Jordan, yeah.
and this is the funny part about recording podcasts is that we had some technical difficulties with recording the show earlier. And so like the entire, I'd say like 30 minutes of the show after that particular Kyle Schwarber bit was completely erased and not recorded. Or just not.
And it was our best show ever, so we're sorry.
Yeah. So we have to like basically try and duplicate it. And we already like talked about things we didn't talk about.
Yeah, we'll try to recreate the magic. So,
so maybe there'll be a few surprises, but basically it's like a second show, but you didn't hear the first show. So one thing that we did do though on both shows is that we had an update of our teams because it's September now.
Oh yeah, and when we get to a certain player, I can't wait to bring up the MVP race too. So.
Yeah. So last time around, which we did for I think our August 8th episode, Shane's combined WAR for the Brown Recluses was 58.7, and that is a 25.8 pitching staff, and then a 32.9 batting side. My spreadsheet's a mess of different font sizes, and the total somehow got really small. And then on mine, the Rocky Mountain they had a pitching WAR of 25.8 and a hitting WAR of 44.
Yay.
So going into this month, the final month, the pitching WAR for Shane is 29.6. And my pitching WAR is 29.5. So Shane takes a slim lead there.
Yeah, but I think I'm not going to be doing so well in the other one. So
yeah. The hitting side, you have a combined WAR of 38.7, and my WAR is 52.7 for the hitters.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. So you still have the highest WAR player in the league for hitting, which is Aaron Judge.
Which makes sense. So
and Cal Raleigh, projected AL MVP according to Shane, has
not according to me, should be according to literally everyone. He is historically good as a pitcher, literally the best pitcher in baseball there has ever been statistically, and somehow it's a conversation
did you
that
say
he
pitcher,
might be
Shane? I'm pretty sure you just said pitcher the entire time.
Whatever.
I think you meant catcher.
Catcher. Best catcher. This is how angry I am. I don't even know positions anymore. And somehow it's still a conversation that Aaron Judge might be. It's a
conversation because Judge's WAR is like nearly 2 higher. And 2 is not insignificant. And the fact that I was watching a game earlier this week and the MGM betting lines still have Aaron Judge as the significant favorite.
Yeah, well, I got a few words for MGM, but they can't be said on this podcast. So thank Griffin for that, everyone.
Welcome.
But that best player at their position, and it's still a conversation. Aaron Judge is not the best player there has ever been at his position this year.
No,
I'm
but he's
just
one of
saying that should
the
come
best hitter
into
in the
the
league by a
consideration.
mile. I think
That
he's a
should
better
come
hitter than
in.
Otani.
That should be in the consideration now. Passing a historical baseball milestone, there should not even be anyone else in the conversation about AL MVP. Give Judge the MLB MVP overall. Don't care. But give Cal Raleigh the AL MVP because he deserves it.
Well, we shall see. We'll see what happens. Otani's WAR is actually the same as Raleigh's WAR, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah. So, he gets a little bit more from being in New York. So that makes sense. The 2-point plus for being in New York.
It's an interesting thing because that's a defensive premium position, and Judge probably isn't going to get a whole lot of credit for his defense. It's mostly offense that he's getting his points for.
That's what I'm saying. And he plays in like a Toy Story ballpark. So,
Yes, the good old Yankees creative park.
so Cal Raleigh is doing this in T-Mobile Park where home runs go to die. Just take that into consideration as well. It is 30 out of 30 in MLB parks and being terrible for hitting. And he is having the year he's having in that ballpark.
It's impressive, no doubt.
That should be +2 WAR right there for offense.
Well, we'll have to see if the Baseball Writers of America agree with the betting lines, or they're just going to do their own thing.
Well, I think that they should think for themselves and think for historical sake and do the right thing.
I don't.
Aaron Judge has plenty of MVPs left in his whatever league years that he's got left. You can give him like 3 more after this year, but Cal Raleigh deserves it this year.
The Baseball Writers of America just do some weird stuff because they're
not unanimously voting in Ichiro. I mean, what was that?
Well, I mean, they didn't freaking.
Do they just hate the Mariners? They literally hate the Mariners. The Baseball Writers of America hate the Mariners.
Baseball Writers of America hate everybody, dude.
Not New York, apparently.
Well,
they're just handing out MVPs like they're candy. So
Mariano Rivera was the only player who ever got a unanimous vote in, and yes, he was a Yankee, but like not even Derek Jeter or Babe Ruth or.
I'm just saying, there's the
Hank
bias
Aaron,
right there. Bias is right there. Bias is right there.
I think there's some idiot writers out there.
You just got to know where to look.
Another conversation point I don't think we really got into last time, or at least to this level.
Yeah, Baseball Writers of America are idiots now. They weren't back then, though. So
okay, well, let's get back to one of the other points that I wanted to talk about this week. So, did you see that cross up that happened between Framber Valdez and his catcher?
No, because I live underneath a rock. And also it's Framber, not Frambler.
Sorry, sir. I don't want to have your ire because what happened to the previous guy that had your ire. I'll get into that. So, on a game this week against the New York Yankees of all teams, he is pitching, and in the middle of the game, he's got the bases loaded. He gets one guy out. Then the next hitter, Trent Grisham, comes to the plate, and he hits a grand salami. And the Astros end up losing in the game now. I believe it's 6-2 at this point.
Well, but Griffin, did Grandma get out the rye bread and mustard, or was it just, raw dog and salami?
I don't know, but it was something. And then the very next pitch, the catcher, who I believe is a rookie, he's got his hand down like he's expecting a curveball, an off-speed pitch. Yeah, he's got his hand and kind of on the dirt. He's not ready to like catch a ball in the middle. He gets like a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. I think it might have been a sinking fastball, like right in his gut.
Just throws a sinker to his chest.
And he's like, and he kind of looks up at like, what the heck, dude? And then like Valdez just turns around and he's like looking elsewhere. He's not looking at his catcher or anything like that. Now, the previous pitch when he gave up the home run, you can see in the clips, the catcher has like his hands, like he's waving his hands at the catcher, like the pitcher, excuse me, telling him like, dude, don't back off, like don't go in and throw it. Valdez ignores him and he goes and throws the pitch and gives up the grand slam. And they're like denying it and everything in the
So you think that like probably what happened was him throwing up his arms distracted him, then missed location, then grand slam, then I'm gonna peg you in the chest because I hate you now.
Pitchers have the ultimate final say on what pitch is thrown because they're the ones that are throwing it. But
yeah, just saying, Cal Raleigh probably would have caught it. So
yeah, he probably would have. But it's still one of those things that, like, I mean, you can look at it. He tried to get the glove up, and he might have like jammed his. He could have easily jammed his one of his fingers in his glove because he got crossed up. And these are the kind of things that's supposed to have gone away with PitchCom. But in this instance, they did not.
Interesting.
Now,
honestly, I'm gonna side with Framber because he's a lefty and he's really good. And
you want him to sign with the Mariners in the offseason, is really.
He's not going to. He's probably going to go. Honestly, the Phillies might pick him up. So they like left-handed. We hate left-handed starting pitching. We would rather roll out all right-handers, have an all-right bullpen, and hire two lefties just for the novelty.
I don't know if they're going to have the money to be able to go spend.
Oh yeah, after they signed Schwarby, probably.
Well, I mean, I think
who should pick him up would be the Cubs. Man, that would be awesome. They would be a great team after that.
Yeah. Framber's a good ground ball pitcher. He's going to get some. I think he's going to get some good money as long as he just doesn't completely fall off a cliff after this incident. He's going to be fine.
He won't. I mean, he's bounced back from a lot worse than. I think this is also just media kind of blowing it up a little bit too. So.
Yeah. And the Mets have been a bit of a dumpster fire this week. Did you see that they demoted Senga to the minors?
No, I didn't even know he had options left on his contract.
Well, I think I don't think he had options on his contract. I think he came in as a free agent. So basically, if you are under contract, you basically have to like ask for permission almost to send the player down to the minors.
And he said yes?
I think he said yes because like the Mets are probably like, dude, we're not going to let you touch a ball again.
Yeah. Do you want to sit on the bench or do you want to play baseball? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not unheard of. I mean, I remember Jose Abreu with the Astros.
Oh yeah. That's right.
He got demoted down to the minors.
Yeah, but he was like absolutely awful. He was
Senga's been pretty bad too.
Yeah, that's actually true. You're right. He was 50 points. Actually, I think he was like 100 points below the Mendoza line before they sent him down for like a while. They waited till like a month before the All-Star break before they were just like, dude, like you don't have it anymore.
Yeah. I still think with Jose Abreu, it's one of those things where he was much older than what we all thought he was.
Yeah, we talked. He was Cuban, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yelich is back, is now becoming a problem again.
Oh, remember at the beginning of the year, GDP tried to trade me Christian Yelich?
Yeah, he tried to trade you.
And I said no, and I stand behind it. So
yeah, because you were going to be giving up Hunter Green for that, and then he ended up dropping Yelich, and I have Yelich.
Mm-hmm.
And Yelich has been pretty good this year. I will say, Yelich has been good.
Yeah, and then Hunter Green spent like half the year on the IL, so I guess joke's on me. But
I mean, Hunter Green was very good when he was been healthy, though, too.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think he'll, he's one of those guys who I just think, is what it is this year. Hunter Green, love you. Keep doing what you're doing. So.
It's so hard for the pitchers just to know which pitchers are going to make it through and stay healthy. It's one of those things.
Especially the 100-mile-an-hour pitchers too. I mean, he's just like any given day.
In general, really.
Yeah.
And
except for Paul Skeens. Paul Skeens like, I'll just throw 102 the whole year. No big deal. I'll be on a terrible team.
How long
and it doesn't matter.
Last, Realistic.
I don't know, but his pitch mix is. Didn't he add a changeup this year or something like that? It is filthy.
Oh, I'm not saying
Absolutely
he isn't.
filthy.
I'm just saying I don't know how long he's going to be able to hold
Well, I
up.
saw his what was his average fastball? His average fastball is down from his rookie season. So I think he's starting to like throw and mix, and he can still, touch, 100, but I don't think his average fastball is over 100 anymore.
He's probably taking a little bit off for a little bit better control.
Yeah. And because he's got that, what is it? He throws the fastball, he's got a cutter and a slider and
The
a changeup.
splinker.
Yeah, splinker. Yeah, whatever it is. Yeah.
DeGrom is a pitcher who took a little bit off on his fastball this year to try to control it a bit better. And he's had one of his better years, although he was the pitcher on the mound and got wrecked by the Astros today.
Well, he's actually managed to stay healthy this year too.
I think that's some of the reason.
But the last couple of years, he seems like he's only played like 30 games the last couple of years. So.
Well, that's what happened. And
yeah.
Okay, I got an interesting stat for you since we didn't talk about this earlier, and I'm looking at the standings again. The Pittsburgh Pirates are 64-79. You want to guess their home number of wins and losses?
Home wins and losses. Okay. How many games have they played at home?
They have played, it looks like 74 games at home. And the record is 64-79.
Okay, 74 games at home. Their home record is 64 games, 64 wins at home, and however many losses.
Okay, so you're saying they won every single game at home?
Yeah.
Their actual home winning number is 42-32.
Oh, okay. Much better. Yeah.
So they're 22-47 away from home and 42-32 away at home.
Okay. Yeah, I just exaggerated a little bit too much.
To put that in perspective, the Cubs, who have 81 wins on the season, they are 44-27 at home.
Oh,
the Cubs, who have almost 20 more wins than the Pittsburgh Pirates, only have 2 more home victories.
What is the Mariners this year at home have done surprisingly well as well? What is their? Do you know what their win record is?
Mariners 41-27.
Yeah, just crazy. They had negative splits last year, so.
Yeah, and they're 31-41 away. So it's really interesting that you have a team like Pittsburgh, who is one of the worst teams in baseball, yet they have a significantly good winning record at home.
Well, also their ballparks is one of the best / most iconic ballparks in America too. So,
I mean, their ballpark's great, but the fans at some point have got to be like, no more, dude.
Well, don't they have the same type of owner the Mariners have?
Just like they have a worse owner than the Mariners.
So if they walk off a cliff and at the bottom of the cliff is World Series win, and they just like jump through some magic pool and then they're World Series winners.
The Pirates have like an owner who's allergic to signing a free agent for more than 1 year.
I mean, we kind of have that too. So
you guys have signed some players. You guys have signed some players.
We re-signed some players. Yeah, I mean,
only for 1 year. You guys signed Robbie Ray.
That's true. That's the only one. And then because Robbie Ray had to undergo Tommy John surgery, now they won't even go after left-handed pitching. They're just like, never again. Left-handers suck. They all need Tommy John surgery. We'll never have a lefty starter again. We traded Randy Johnson. We told him he sucked. And then he won 3 Cy Youngs in a World Series in a row. So
didn't he win 4 Cy Youngs in a World Series?
Whatever, 4 Cy Youngs. The point is, it was a lot, and we were so wrong about him. So
I don't think I'm sure the fans knew that he was still going to be good. That one was
Management literally told Randy Johnson has been open about this too. Management literally told Randy that his contract was not worth picking up, and then he literally went and won a World Series the next year on an expansion team.
Was it the next year? I know it was a couple. I don't remember when he exactly won the World.
I'm sorry, maybe a couple. I just say the next year because
it was during the time.
Yeah.
There.
It's insult to injury.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, it was bad.
Yeah,
it was bad. You know what was also bad today for the Dodgers? Okay, so
what?
Yoshinobu Yamamoto, he falls 1 out short of getting a no hitter, and the Dodgers lose the game 4-3.
Whoa. Who? Okay. So we got 26 outs and the Dodgers managed to lose that game.
Yes, they lost the game.
Okay. So, who broke the no-hitter? Who are they playing?
The Orioles in Baltimore.
Oh, the Orioles. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me guess. Okay, Cedric Mullins isn't on the team anymore. Oh, man. Is O'Hearn still on the team?
No, he's at the Padres.
Okay, that's right. He's on the Padres. Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna say Gunnar. I'm just gonna go Gunnar broke up the no.
It was Jackson Holiday.
Ah, I should have gone with the rookie.
Well, I mean, I don't think he was a rookie last year.
Yeah, he's not a rookie. Didn't he get called up mid last year? So isn't this his rookie season?
No, he played enough last year to be a rookie. He had two stints.
Okay.
He was up early. They wanted to try to get him for the rookie, and then
that figures his freshman year in the league can't even have enough class to let Yamamoto. Wow. Yamamoto get a no. So
yeah. So what ended up happening was that Yamamoto only gave up the 1 hit, and I think they probably took him out right after that.
Yeah.
And then Blake Trinan ended up giving up, took the loss and gave up 3 runs.
Gee. Oh my God!
And Tanner Scott came in the game too. so Blake Trinan.
Yeah, because they had to have given up they had to have given up 4 total because they were up by 3 because they lost 4-3. So
yeah. So Yamamoto gave up a solo shot. And then Blake Trinan came in, give 2.
Wow. To get 26 outs, have a no, and then receive a no decision. That's like Felix Hernandez type.
That's like I think when Pedro Martinez went into extra innings with a perfect game.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Pedro, Felix are the only 2 people who understand his pain, probably.
Yeah, that's a pretty wild thing.
And the other thing that's like super wild is it's the Dodgers. I mean, he's actually on a good team.
The Dodgers.
He's actually on a good team. Like Pedro was on a bad team for a while, and Felix was on an awful team his whole entire career. So he's actually on a team that's contending, and they still did that to him.
The Dodgers and Padres have really been scuffling lately. Like the Dodgers both the Dodgers and the Padres 3-7 in their last 10, and the Dodgers have lost 5 in a row.
Okay, so maybe the Mariners are just doing what everyone else is doing. It's just losing right now, and then hopefully they'll be winning later.
The Padres are only a game back, although the Dodgers did win the season series, so they own the tiebreaker in this particular area. So
I think we won the season series. Didn't the Mariners win the Vetter Cup too?
Yes, the Mariners won the Vetter Cup, and there was a guitar I think up there as like part of the trophy.
Yeah. Whatever. I mean, Eddie Vedder, whatever. I'm glad that he likes Seattle sports. Maybe he wants to be the next owner of the Mariners.
I don't like Pearl Jam. I can't stand Pearl Jam.
What? Okay. Well, whatever. You don't live here, so I guess that's fine.
I hear the songs too much.
Oh, okay.
Like,
that's fair.
I never want to hear Alive ever again. I hate that
song. I just listened to Dido's album with Thank You, and man, that's full of bangers, just the whole thing. So
Okay, I'm not sure how we were talking about Pearl Jam. And you
There's
just went
another
to-
90s artist. I'm just, just saying. So
Never.
completely different genre,
Yeah, this
but
is a
like,
completely different segment that we didn't talk about previously. We didn't even get to like the Jeff Passan article and stuff. I guess we'll do that another time if I can remember not to close the window that the article is in.
yeah, all right.
Anyhow,
Just take a screenshot of it or save it. Save it to your favorites.
I'm gonna have to like probably just save it somewhere.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't feel like doing any more recording here. So what fun fact are you gonna leave us with before we can go home?
Okay, so from 1867 to 1887, batters had the right to request a high or low pitch. And
What?
yeah, to explain that, prior to every at bat, batters would request a high or a low strike zone, either from the knee to the belt or the belt to the shoulder, and the pitcher had to put it there.
And what would happen if the pitcher just got crossed up with this catcher and threw in the wrong zone?
I think that has been
Is
lost.
it just gonna be a ball or something? An automatic
That's
ball?
been lost to history. So
Okay.
all I know is that they were allowed to request it. Can you imagine Mike Trout just being like, "Hey, so I want to like belt to shoulders"?
Can you imagine like Aaron Judge and his strike zone, or like the guy in stilts from the Savannah Bananas, who's like 10 feet
Still
up in
teeth.
the air with his bat? Like what zone are you gonna have it in there? Like, can I request the zone to be like 4 feet above my catcher's head?
Yeah, it is. I mean, pretty ridiculous if you think about it. So,
Yeah, it is just a little bit pretty ridiculous.
and if you think that's ridiculous, you will love what I have for next week. So,
All right, well, on next week's show, we will try not to have to record a second episode. That
or maybe
actually
we
had a
will.
lot of
Who
different
knows? So.
directions than the first one did. So we talked about some different stuff here. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. And hopefully we won't have any mistakes like that again. I've been doing podcasting for almost 2 years now, and you have new stuff happen every week, it seems like.
Yeah, I can take partial responsibility because I never heard it says now recording, and I never heard it when we came back, and I thought about saying something and then I never did. So I'll take half the
I
responsibility.
think what happened is that it was still recording, and then I inadvertently turned it off. Is I think what happened.
Yeah. Well, we teamed up on that one, so high five.
If my stupid internet worked the way it was supposed to and didn't just cut out in the middle of the Kyle Schwarber talk, like none of this would have happened. But
yeah, let's blame the internet. I like that. I like blaming the internet. So
yeah, let's blame the internet. Did you ever see that episode of South Park where the internet went out in the country?
Yeah.
And then, the thing that they
good.
ended up doing was that they had a giant router with a switch and the on-off switch, and they just like rebooted it for the whole world.
Dude, those guys are legends. The writers of South Park, you guys are legends. You guys are doing what I love about The Simpsons is what you guys are doing. So appreciate it.
All right. And on that note, we'll see you guys next week.
Bye now.